Well, one of the coolest things about Deadpool 2 was the fact that Josh Brolin played Cable. Once Disney picked up Fox and all the X-Men characters came back to Marvel Studios, many people feared we would never see him in the role again because at Marvel he was Thanos. Recently, the actor himself had some pretty interesting comments about Deadpool and his likelihood to return. Let's take a couple minutes to break down what Brolin said and the possibilities of him returning to the MCU as Cable. Now, before we dive in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, don't forget about the big giveaway. We got a PlayStation 5 to give away at 25,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave a comment. And if possible, check out that Buy Me a Coffee link down below. It's an awesome way to support this channel with just a tiny bit of pocket change, all while creating no new obligations for yourself. We really appreciate it. Well, like we were saying, following that Fox-Disney merger, the X-Men and Deadpool franchises are fully under the control of Marvel Studios. Now back in Deadpool 2, Josh Brolin played Cable, and I thought he did a pretty darn good job. But in the MCU, he's known to most fans as Thanos. Now luckily, these characters are different enough that the door seems to remain open to the actor for returning as the time-traveling mutant. At least we all hope so, right? Well, I think it all depends on how Marvel Studios plans to introduce mutants into the shared world. But during a recent panel at Ace Universe, Josh Brolin actually brought up the possibility of Cable returning in the MCU. This is what he said. Deadpool worked out very much in my favor. Deadpool was supposed to be 4 movies. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know what Marvel has in store, but it turned out to be one really fun movie for me. Now, this is a little more complimentary than he has talked about the role in the past. He actually referred to it as a business transaction once. But in that interview, he did heap some praise on Marvel Studios, and now that Deadpool 3 is in the works, he might actually be interested in working with Kevin Feige and the crew over there. It's also more than a little interesting that Brolin mentioned that it was a 4-picture deal. More than likely, the original contract was meant to encompass Deadpool 3, and then probably an X-Force spin-off, and even a solo movie. When Disney bought Fox, they actually bought that contract, so they technically have Brolin obligated to the role. Now whether they choose to use him or not, we'll have to wait and see. I think Brolin returning as Cable would be awesome. He did a killer job in the role, and he really is visually and character-wise so different from Thanos, I don't see it being a problem. Gemma Chan played Minerva and is now playing Cersei in the Eternals, which is a pretty similar comparison, so I really don't see why Josh couldn't do both. What do you guys think? Do you want to see Josh Brolin return in the MCU as Cable? And if so, does he need to return in Deadpool 3, or would you like to see him return in some other mutant story? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.